It is quite sobering to note that our chances of staying married are only 50%. But there is good news. You can learn skills to strengthen and enhance your relationship. Psychologist Susan Orenstein is here to share her experience with couples on the couch. So, you want to dispel some myths, right?
That's right.
Okay, so we're going to start with the first one. It's too late to go to couples therapy once a couple is considering throwing in the towel.
Right. I have heard that so many times. It really makes me sad when people think it's just too late, that it's broken and it can't be fixed. Because the reality is so much of what we do in couples counseling is repair.
Oh.
And that's such an important skill for couples to learn is, okay, there is a setback. They did misspeak. There is a misunderstanding, and we're going to learn a process for repair.
Okay, so that recovery and forgiveness, you can help couples with that in therapy.
Yes, that's a skill people have to have have a successful marriage.
Myth number 2, believing it's too early to go to couples therapy and that everyone has these problems.
Right. Either one extreme or the other.
Yeah.
So sometimes people will come in and they're reluctant to come in and they're saying, well, I know everybody has these problems and mine isn't that bad. And so we haven't had sex in months and, I really don't like talking to my partner because they criticize me, but that's what marriage is like. And that makes me really sad because I think people need fairly high expectations to be happy and to expect that they can get satisfaction with their partner.
So it's easier to correct these things the earlier you come in, is that correct?
Absolutely. So when couples come in, sometimes even for premarital counseling, they're doing themselves a great favor because they're learning some skills and they're setting a course that will lead to really positive results.
Okay, I've always heard that a therapist is neutral, doesn't choose sides, but is that a myth also?
It is a myth.
Okay.
Yes and no. So I see this a lot. Sometimes couples either want me to choose sides, so they're laying out a story like I'm Judge Judy, and they're waiting for me to choose sides, and I say, no, I see your point, and I see your point. Let's get on the same side. And then the other scenario is somebody will do something really outrageous and break the trust, and then they'll expect me to be not to hold them accountable because I'm supposed to be exactly even.
Right.
And so it's a case by case, but I like to be really honest with people and give them feedback. Where I see it, I call it.
Call it like you see it.
I call it like I see it.
I like that, Dr. Orenstein. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure, Valanda. Thank you.
To find out more about this particular problem or to get help with your marriage, be sure to visit orensteinsolutions.com or call 919-428-2766.